I should give everybody a link. I'll do that. If you haven't seen it yet, don't have to do it right now, but we'll give everybody a link as we get ready to go live on YouTube on the new website. So let me, I'll just punch this into everybody. And I'm not saying that we don't make a few more changes to it, but that's the look. And hopefully it's loading. We want to say good morning to the folks that on YouTube that might be passing by. We're going to punch this up and let's do that right now. If you have any questions, I am Bagadon. This is stockmarketcaddy.com and you're watching Swing Machine. I'm not going to be talking and entertaining. That's not what we're doing here at all. But we are giving you a glimpse of our flagship product called the Swing Machine. We have over 70 proprietary indicators, show me studies, paint bars, and trading robots. We're running a robot right now. We've been running it all week. It's called SMC HFT2, High Frequency Trader, and it's running one ES contract. Now, it hasn't been trading that much because the market hasn't been moving that much, but it's running comfortably with a profit factor of 2 since Sunday night. And it has had 75% winners. We know that because we just pulled up the trade manager analysis. Overnight, it's down a little bit, but it's in this position, so it is net positive for at least today. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat and let us know what you think of the new website. And if you have any questions, let us know. As we get ready to, and we're going to try to, over the next few weeks here, maybe during the summer months on YouTube, we'll be flashing up various other tools so that you get a chance to see the diversity of Stock Market Caddy and some of the other tools that we use. And so stay tuned. Make sure if you want to get notification of when we go live, make sure that we have your email address because we're going to be refreshing that too. So on the website under contact, there is an opportunity to send us your contact information. And so if you want to get notification of when we might be punching something up, and we might do it, as the market, bobs and weaves and weaves and bobs. So, be sure that we have it. We look at the 5-minute VIX. The 5-minute VIX is long at 6:05 this morning. That's a caution to our members that the market is likely to turn down. That was at 6:05. The ES contract at 7:25, a little more than an hour and a half later, does in fact go short at 41.44. And that position is up. If you took it, and we certainly have members that did, if you took it with a mini contract, you're up over $300. The NQ goes short at 720. You're up over 600 with one mini. A micro, 60. 10 minis, $6 grand. Take the rest of the week off. The YM 605, which is the Dow, underwater a little bit. The Russell 550, 380. I think the Russell is now primed to come back in. Gold had been down, so gold is long at 845 and underwater a little bit, and then oil holding in here. The strategy is right here that we're running. And the strategy, this particular strategy is called SMC HFT2. And we haven't run this in a little while, at least I haven't. Put it right in here. It's running one ES contract. It's been running since Sunday night at 6 p.m. And it's been running full tilt, meaning 24/7. And it's meant to trade very actively if the market is active. If the market isn't very active, it isn't going to do a whole lot. Since Sunday night, it's only had 7 trades. It's won on 75% of them. It has netted at this point close to about $1,000 and has a profit factor of 2. So we'll keep tabs on that. We'll let you watch. There are 24 possible trading days in any given month. 24. It's up to you how you approach your business. Are you going to trade stocks? Are you going to trade options? Are you going to trade futures? How much capital does it take? You know, surprisingly, it takes much, much more capital to trade stocks than futures. If you take Fridays off, which we like to do, that leaves you 20 trading days a month. Do you have the patience? Do you have the discipline to come in, make your $100 in a day and shut it down, go sit by the pool, go do a little fishing, play a little golf, take the dog for a walk, read a book, listen to some music, do something else? If you do that, you'll pick up an extra $2,000 a month. Kind of nice. You do that in a retirement account, taxes are deferred, and you can extrapolate from there. The beautiful thing about trading futures today is that you can now trade micro contracts, which we didn't have that luxury back some years ago, not that long ago. They've only been around for a couple of years, about 2.5 years, I think now. And so it's all scalable. It's all scalable. Gives you a chance to get settled in, develop a discipline, develop hopefully a passion. If it's something, I do think it's got to be something you enjoy, because if it isn't, if the market is a source of frustration, a source of anger, a source of something bad, it's probably not worth hanging around. Much like anything else, you know, well, I don't know if you guys are golfers, but sometimes you get paired up with somebody and you wonder, you kind of scratch your head like, why is that person, you know, playing the game of golf? You know, they're throwing their clubs, they're cursing and swearing, and literally I've seen, you know, it's like, why put yourself through that, put anyone else through it? So, you know, we're not angry at the market. We're not frustrated by the market. The market is just like a golf course. It's inanimate. We're just going to come in and do our thing. The trades that you see in the upper left-hand corner will be managed, hopefully, by the machine. I'm not going to do anything to intervene. We're not doing this to hand out the fish. I don't think that'd be a good idea. I hope nobody is doing that. You're on delay. You're not, you know, you haven't really been in service on how to, you know, trade this tool. But we do these little videos to show you what's possible, right? Anybody can, you know, maybe make a video, but we show you real time. We don't know what the outcome, we never know what the outcome is going to be. So enjoy. If you have any questions, feel free to punch them up. And the new website is now up. And if members are hearing this, though, please know we're loading in your passwords. So there's a couple of pages that are not accessible to anybody right now. We need to load in new passwords for our members. And later today, we'll make a short little tutorial on where the information is kept. And we'll be getting out the passwords out to all the members. So tonight's we have a nightly video. And the nightly video will go back into, we had to use YouTube for the last 2 nights as we made the transition. That nightly video will go back into the new website, and then we're going to go from there. Now, there might be some other thing. Well, there are some other things that we want to do in and around the website, but we try to keep it pretty clean right now. So the older website kind of outgrew itself, and this one, I'm hoping it should be nice and secure, as a security coupon to it, they call it, I think an SSL and all good stuff. So you have to let us know. And we tried to keep it pretty clean, so it loads quickly, and that folks could come in and have a pretty good idea as to who we are and what we're about. It can't possibly show everything. It just can't. But that was the idea. So hopefully we accomplish that. Let us know any issues there. Again, we just want to, as our members come into, see, we not only do the live Zoom occasionally, but our members can come into, I'm sorry, live YouTube can come into a live Zoom. So I just want our members to know that the new website is up, is functioning, but you don't have a password yet to get to the pages that under a locking key. There's a private locker room for Stock Market Caddy members, and we will be getting those passwords out to everybody today. And with a short little 1 or 2 minute tutorial to maneuver around the website, and by this evening, by this afternoon, actually. And any issues there, let us know. But so if you're wondering why you can't get into, there's a page on the far end for private members that nobody can get into right yet, but you will be. And it's totally homegrown, so we have total control over the website, which is why we do that, right? If yeah, I'm sure that if we had paid to have, it isn't a question of paying, if we had paid to have the website done, I'm sure it would have been much, much better and much more. In fact, there's still some consults that they want to give us, but by doing it ourselves, it empowers us to make adjustments and control. We have total control over it. So right down to the smallest of details. So, it's a website is always living and breathing. We can, we'll take all suggestions from all corners, and we have total control over it. So definitely let us know. It's something that we want it to be useful for us and for other folks. And again, we will be particularly under the private tab. The we have some ideas that what we want to be able to do there, and so stay tuned. But thank you. And again, the HFT2 has been running since Sunday night at 6 p.m. It's running. The winning percentage on the trades is running at about 75%, which is high, and it's meant to be active, and it's running with a profit factor of over 2, and it has netted $1,000 thus far. So we could shut her down and finish for the week and go do something else, but we're going to let it run, and we can't say what the outcome will be. Here on YouTube, we'll probably let you guys hang out for the better part of the morning. If you have any questions, let us know. Make sure that you push the subscribe button and the notification button, and also on the website under contact. If you give us, make sure that we have let me put it this way. If you want to get any mailings from us or specific notifications, because when we start going live, we're going to start, we'll notify an email list. And so you want to make sure that if you want that sort of notification, that we have your email. If you don't, that's fine too. Good to see you, Tina. Let us know what you think of the website, Tina. Hopefully you can get in there. Okay, so she just took a small loss on that. That's unfortunate, but there's nothing that isn't going to not have losses or have drawdowns. So I did not do that. The machine just took that loss. Now, if you're trading swing machine and trading it real actively here, you take like the NQ on a 1 minute. The 1 minute NQ on swing machine went long 17 minutes ago. In real time, well, 30-second delay at 9:31, you'd be up $1,000 if you took that trade. So we do have folks that can trade, that can and do trade swing machine visually, mechanically. And these little trigger tabs here, these shrouded twos in the white, that's actually an important trigger mechanism. These can be, you can see, we can alert them. See that? Alert, disable alert. And these things can be sent to your phone. So if you have Swing Machine up on your desktop and you want to be doing things around the house or wherever, I'm not saying you want to go play golf for an hour or a couple hours, but if you don't want to be tethered and you just want to know when the NQ changes direction on a 1 minute, you could have that sent to your phone, which is pretty cool. Okay, she just took another small hit there. A little unfortunate, but It's doing its thing, so we're going to let it continue. Good morning, everybody. And this is Stock Market Caddy, and you're watching Swing Machine. Swing Machine is doing a pretty good job actively trading this. We got a little program that is struggling here at the moment, but we're going to let her continue to run. She's been running since Sunday, and she has come back, but she's still profitable for the week. We'll hang our hat on that, but she has come back here with this 8.99 draw, and we'll let it continue to run. Any questions, let us know in the chat function. Now, for better or for worse, we'll probably let you run on YouTube until about the middle part or late morning, and then we'll have to get to work. But if you have any questions, let us know. Want us to plug anything into Swing Machine? Certainly let us know. Happy to do it. They continue to push the chip stocks really excessively so. We do think that the chips, namely NVIDIA, AMD, CLAC, the chip makers, we think that they're extended, and we'll be taking option trades for the pullback on these stocks. Getting a little bit frothy up here. Google is not really a chip, but even Microsoft getting a little frothy. So we'll play for the pullback as we look at the individual stock market. We're happy to review if there's anybody who wants us to take a peek at anything in particular. Some of the stocks that are running are the chips again: CLAC, Capital One. Lam Research is up 4 or 5. Microsoft is up a couple, seems to go up every day. AMD is up over 100, up $3.80. NVIDIA up 2 or 3. Google up another couple of points. Amazon up another couple of points. Broadcom, chip. McKesson, that horse. McKesson's probably the strongest stock of them all. Apple up a little bit. And again, we think that they'll come in. Akamai, another chip. On the downside, we got Ulta, a beauty supply company, down 9. Regeneron Biotech down 7. URI, what is URI? United Rentals down 6. John Deere down almost 6. MTD, Metla Toledo down almost 6. Etsy down 5. Align down 5. Bib down 5. Charter Communication down 4.5. Pool, Pool, Pool Corp down 4. I tell you what, anybody go out and try to buy chlorine? What in the world's that all about? Still, like, we used to pay, oh God, maybe 60, 70 bucks for about 50 pounds of chlorine tabs. Now they cost like $180 at least. Ridiculous. Home Depot down 4. Costco down almost 5. Whirlpool down almost 5. So Old Dominion Freight Company down three and some change. Lowe's down handful. So some of the retail. So they're coming out of just about everything else and hanging on to the chips. Chips will get hit, and probably pretty good here too. So let's zero in on the NASDAQ booking.com up 25. Everybody's still traveling. Mercado Libre down 10. Society CGen down 10. That's a big percentage move. Lululemon see-through yoga pants down 5. Moderna down 4 and some change. Adobe, Netflix down a couple. Our program, we're down since midnight. We're down 8.99 for the week. We're basically even. We're marginally profitable. We gave back some of our profits here this morning, but that's okay. And we're going to let that continue to run. Now, when you're running your own trading robots, you get to decide a lot of different things, right? You get to decide when you turn them on, when you turn them off. How much leverage do you give them? How much leeway? How fast do you want to run them? Do you want to give the same leverage on the long side that you do on the short side? Or maybe you want to favor one. Maybe you want to run them, in competition with another market. All kinds of possibilities here as the NASDAQ now goes into dip mode here on the 1 minute. Everyone loves to trade the NASDAQ. The machine is trading the ES contract. NASDAQ, in the end, you can see the ES is struggling. We have the VIX long, so we think, the market is going to continue to sell down. As long as that VIX stays, elevated here, the ES is giving it up. The Dow is giving it up. The Russell is getting smoked with the regional banks still, even some of the biotechs. And it's the chip stocks that are holding up the technology, and they'll get them. They'll get them all in the end, and pull it all down. On our view, or at least the pullback here. We have a fairly strong collection of option contracts, short betting on the dark side on the ES contract and on the NQ. We're using the SPY, and we're using the QQQs. And we're going out to the end of June. That's what we're doing. Now, we're not suggesting anybody do this. We're not here. We are not a broker or a financial advisor. So I'm not going to fill anybody's head or attempt to fill anybody's head with a bunch of macro babble and a bunch of Fed nonsense. There's a whole cottage industry of people doing that in and around cryptocurrency, and that isn't us. I'm not gonna, happy to chat about it offline if somebody wants to chat about it, but it isn't how we trade. We're only interested in the here and the now, where the ball lies, right here, right now. What are we doing right now? And we're here to try to extract cash flow each and every day. If the S&P goes to 10,000, it goes to 10,000. If it goes to 2,000, it goes to 2,000. We really don't care. Sounds like heresy, right? Because everybody else, wants to, just take their life savings and put me in the market. Good luck with that. We're not doing that. And not here. No. And when you stop and you think about it, I think in probably in most people's heart of hearts, you kind of know that whole cottage industry and the macro babble is just macro babble. It just is. And I mean, our strategies can run, 75% winners and then drop down to 30 or 40%, and we can measure those metrics, and but we know, what they're capable of, and we know they're going to get some wrong. If you're following somebody that's, making these macro calls, macro babble calls, we say, oh, the market's going to do this, market's going to do that. You know, they're going to eventually get one or two right in a pair like Nostradamus. But I'm not about to take our life savings and place any bets on something like that. Not at all. Not at all. I would rather take a very, very small portion of my portfolio, very, very small portion, use it use the leverage responsibly, move it in, and let a program just trade the volatility, extract some cash flow, and get on with my life. That's what we do. That's what we're about. We're not saying that it's for everybody. We're not saying that if you subscribe to us and use our tools that you are automatically going to be successful. That isn't the case. You're going to need to learn. You're going to need to have to practice hitting the clubs. I wish I could just go to the, drive-in range or go out on the golf course and just, play great golf without practicing. But that ain't the case, isn't. So enjoy, and we'll see how we do here. And we do have, kind of proud of it. We do have a new website out, right? Today it's inaugural run. So feel free. We try to explain who we are, what we're about in a coherent fashion. So hopefully it does that. And under the contact page, if you haven't, and you want to make sure that we have your email address to send you some notifications, because sometimes we will come out with not just a live broadcast here, but we might come out with a little something, and you might want to know what that is. And if we have your email, you'll get it. If we don't, you won't. So it's up to you. If you have any questions, feel free to punch them into the chat room. Now, I just received a message asking about the NQ. Could we specify transactions? or a tick count, and we can. Let me give you a for instance here. Let's just come here and let's see. Oh, I can't let's see if I go up here, see if I can see what I need here. Yeah, I come to customize. Just want to do the NQ. So I could come here and I could do ticks, and let's see. We could do like 1,000 ticks or transactions. So we could change that from 1 minute. We could do, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, that sort of thing. With the idea of trying to slow the Nasdaq down a little bit. Okay, so the strategy just took that trade. I didn't do that, by the way. It had a trailer on it, so it took a little profit and knocked down that drawdown. So we can. I'm going to put that back though to a 1 minute. But a person could certainly do that, and you could even take the program that's running here and put it onto a chart and program it on volume as well. Can't do that from here, but it could be done on a chart. Okay, and the machine took a little profit and has put herself long, which is nice to see. It happens to be in the same direction as swing machines, so we'll let it continue to run its thing. And let's just give you some results here on this strategy. So this strategy has been running since Sunday night, and so let's just tell you. We can see what it's done overnight. It's down a little bit, but let's go back here. All right, so it's pretty narrow right now. She's running a profit factor of 1.16, so she's come back. She was at 2, and still earlier in the week. She's had a total number of 11 trades, and she's winning on 63% of them, which is just fine. And what else can we tell you? The average time in trades, she's not trading as that fast, um, mainly because the market isn't. But we could do some things to speed it up. But average time in trade is 2 hours and 51 minutes. So she's staying in the trades pretty well. We're okay with that. So we're profitable for the week still, and we're going to let it continue to run. If you have any questions on who we are, what we're about, don't hesitate. And I'll slide back here. This 14-minute, this 1 minute, in queue is of course very enticing because it's very fast. You can certainly get in there and, get done what you need to get done very, very quickly. Okay, so we want to thank the folks on YouTube. We need the resources on the computer, so we're going to need to turn down. She is struggling at the moment, but we'll try to give everyone an update later in the day how this particular program works out. But again, we do need the resources, so we need to turn YouTube down. Don't hesitate to sing out. Thanks.